What is up, everybody? Kyler2000 here, and welcome back to another video. Today we have my reactions to the Money in the Bank 2019 event, and there's a lot to get through, especially when we get to the main event, because I really want to talk about that. As you can see, it kind of reference of what I want to talk about later on the screen. But yeah, kicking things off, we had the Usos beating Daniel Bryan and Rowan on the pre-show, and was very surprised at this result. I thought because Bryan and Rowan recently won the tag team titles, even though it was non-title match, I just thought they'd have Bryan and Rowan get the win over the Usos. But no, the Usos got the win in a very good match. It went 11 minutes 5. So I got a decent amount of time on the pre-show. Yeah, so very good match. I was very surprised to see Daniel Bryan be the one to eat the pin. I thought if the Usos were going to get the win, it would be Rowan to take the pin, especially considering last month at WrestleMania, Daniel Bryan was in the WWE title match, defending the WWE title, and now he's taking the pin. Not against the Usos or anything, I'm a very big fan of the Usos, but it's more the fact that now Daniel Bryan's eating the pin on the pre-show. So then, kicking off the main show was the women's Money in the Bank ladder match. Some very good spots, very entertaining match. You know, Ember doing the eclipse off the ladder, Sonya carrying Mandy up on her shoulders. Like some of the stuff Naomi was doing, like doing the splits between the two ladders. Like it was a very good match, very good opener. But I felt like there could have been more. Like I enjoyed the match, but I don't know, I felt after it finished, I was like, I expected more. I'm looking here at the time on Wikipedia. It went 13:50, so nearly 14 minutes, which to me seems very short for a Money in the Bank match. I normally don't they go about 20 minutes. I think maybe you could have given it another 5 minutes. But yeah, very good match. Bayley did get the win and became Miss Money in the Bank, which yeah, it was exciting. I did predict Ember to win it, and I said I didn't mind Bayley or Mandy win it. And yeah, I feel like this win could really help get Bayley back into the women's title picture. But yeah, we all know what happens, which we'll get to in a bit. But yeah, very good match. But I felt like there was something missing, that it could have maybe been another 3 or 4, maybe like another 5 minutes longer, I'd say, and it would have been a great match. Then we had the United States title match between the Samoan submission machines, Samoa Joe and Rey Mysterio. Of course, Dominic watching from backstage. He wasn't out at ringside, which I thought he would be. Yeah, sorry. Kind of trying to focus on the predictions, but also the gameplay at the same time. Yeah, but Joe did lose his United States title in 1 minute 39 seconds in kind of a dodgy fashion. I get that they had Ray kind of beat Joe in a short match, kind of a throwback to Joe beating Ray at Mania in a short period of time. But yeah, I didn't expect Ray to get the belt now. I thought maybe Joe would win by, I don't know, attacking Dominic or something, getting Ray disqualified, but no. Ray did get the win, and it was kind of a dodgy finish. Joe did get busted open, and there's nothing scarier than a pissed off, angry, bloody Samoa Joe. But yeah, Ray rolled Joe up, well, he kind of hurricane run at him and kind of like got the pin. And Joe had his shoulder up, but the referee counted the 3, so there's your way of continuing on this feud. Joe has his gripe saying that my shoulder is up, and he can go back after his United States title down at the road at maybe the next pay-per-view or maybe the next Saudi show. And yeah, after the match, Rey celebrated with Dominic. Joe decided to get back in the ring and just destroy Rey Mysterio. Shane McMahon defeated The Miz in the steel cage match, and I enjoyed this match. I really enjoyed the match, especially the finish. You know, Shane dangling from the cage. Shane hanging, dangling from the cage before Miz trying to drag him back in, and then just Shane slips out from under his jersey and drops to the floor. Very great finish to a very enjoyable match. Tony Nese defeated Arya Daivari to retain the Cruiserweight Championship. Very good match as well. Yeah, as I just got destroyed by Brock Lesnar. But yeah, I'm gonna continue on. I'll just set up another match in the background on you. Yeah, Tony Nese defeats Arya Daivari. Very fun, entertaining match, showcasing to what 205 Live has to offer. And yeah, I really enjoyed this match. Of course, our Tony getting the win with the run. Nese, Arya Daivari had a special entrance coming out in a car, which was like good. But yeah, very entertaining match with Nese retaining. Let's just set up something here. Becky Lynch defeated Lacey Evans via submission to retain the Raw Women's Championship. Yeah, I think we all expected Becky to retain at least one of her belts. I was hoping she'd retain both of them, but she didn't. Yeah, very fun match. It was a decent match, nothing special, but it wasn't bad either. And yeah, Becky, 2 belts, retained her first belt, and then as she was walking up the ramp, out came Charlotte Flair and was like, "Let's go now, we're going now." And yeah, very good back and forth match then between Charlotte and Becky. Looked like Becky was about to retain, and Lacey Evans came back out and hit her with the woman's right, and then Becky still somehow managed to roll up Charlotte. Charlotte kicked out at 2. I thought it was 3. It was a very close 2 count. And yeah, Becky Lynch then gets kicked in the face for Charlotte to get the pin on Becky Lynch to become Charlotte 9 reigns, and Becky 2 belts now just becomes Becky 1 belt. And then Charlotte and Lacey decide to work over Becky. Sorry, I'm getting distracted by the gameplay. I need to focus. But yeah, Charlotte and Lacey work over Becky. Out comes Bayley, Miss Money in the Bank to make the save. She clears house and she kind of looks at the briefcase, looks at Charlotte, looks back at the briefcase, takes her time and is like, "Yeah, I'm gonna cash in." There was a moment or two where I was like, maybe she's gonna cash in on Becky. But even when she cashed in, Flair is still down the corner. I was kind of expecting her, maybe she's gonna walk out and go after Becky on the outside, but no, she goes after Charlotte, hits a great like a Macho Man style elbow for the 3 count, and Bayley becomes your new SmackDown's Women's Champion, and had a great celebration out in the crowd. Hopefully Bayley's booking on the main roster hasn't been the greatest. I know she's a former Raw Women's Champion, but now I don't know, hopefully this is very helpful and we kind of see the Bayley that we did see in NXT. Then Roman Reigns defeated Elias before the match. Reigns was walking backstage and he got attacked by Elias, who hit him with a guitar. Elias then went to the ring and did his just sang a song about the crowd and the town that they were in and all that stuff like he normally does. He went to leave because he thought Roman was out and wouldn't make it back down to out for a match. But as he's on the stage, Roman hit him with a Superman punch, and then brought him down to the ring to basically get the victory in 9 seconds. Yeah, so kind of a short match, which is good. It was the match that I wasn't looking forward to the most. And yeah, so great booking to kind of a match that no one really cared about. Like way to just get around it and have Reigns get the victory, and it kind of keeps it live strong. Yes, he did lose in 9 seconds, but you can kind of work around it and say he didn't expect Reigns to like come out and he wasn't ready and all that stuff. But yeah, then we had probably the match of the night, the match that we were all looking for, the match that's on your screen right now. Seth Rollins defeated AJ Styles to retain the Universal Championship in 1950. Yeah, nearly 20 minutes this match went, and what a great 20 minutes it was. This match did not disappoint. It lived up to the hype that we all had. Seth retaining the title. There was a great spot where Seth went for the curb stomp and AJ like caught him, hit the Styles Clash 1, 2, 2.9. Seth gets the shoulder up. Yeah, really enjoyed this match. And after the match, Seth was celebrating in the corner. It looked like AJ was going to come in and attack him, but no, he extended the hand, and Seth kind of was like, I don't know if I can trust you, but he did, and they shook hands, and yeah, sportsmanship. Then we had the Lucha House Party just come out. They were saying on commentary it was like some sort of 6-man tag, but no, the Lucha House Party were cutting a promo, and out came Lars Sullivan, who just destroyed the Lucha House Party. I believe it was Kalisto ended up actually busting Lars Sullivan as Lars was getting into the ring after he took out Metalik and Dorado on the outside. He went to get in, and yeah, while he was like climbing in through the ropes, Kalisto went and laid a few shots into him, and Lars got busted open. But before, didn't really affect Lars, as he was able to hit the running power bomb on Kalisto. Yeah, it wasn't really a match, but it was a great segment to kind of put over the strength of Lars Sullivan, taking out 3 superstars at once. Kofi Kingston then defeated Kevin Owens to retain the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. Yeah, very good match. Got a lot of time as well. 15 minutes they went, and yeah, they tore the house down for 15 minutes. It was kind of why they had the Lucha House Party, kind of to get the crowd to settle the crowd before going into another title match, kind of a cool down period. But yeah, I didn't really have the audio up because it was late. It was like on a 3, 4. It was like about 2 o'clock in the morning when this match came on here, so I like kind of had the volume down so I wouldn't wake up other people in my house. So I had it low, so I couldn't really gauge the crowd reaction to it. Were they still recovering from the AJ Seth match just a couple of moments before? But yeah, for me, they delivered. They had a great match, fantastic match. Of course, Kevin Owens and Kofi Kingston, 2 fantastic wrestlers. They did not disappoint. They did deliver, and a very fantastic WWE title match with surprisingly no interference from anyone. Not even Xavier was at ringside. He did come down to celebrate at the end with Kofi. But yeah, Kofi did retain in a great match, and yeah, hopefully these two continue their feud on a bit more and have fantastic matches down the line. Then the main event, the men's Money in the Bank ladder match. This one went 18:58, so kind of around what I expected. Thought the women should have went. They had enough time. They had a lot of great spots, and Andrade with the sunset flip powerbomb onto Balor onto a ladder, where Balor just bounced off and landed back down on the ladder. It looked nasty. Drew McIntyre just beeling Ricochet over the top rope onto a ladder was fantastic. Yeah, really great match. I was kind of let down by the ending. A lot of great spots, very entertained, and then the ending happened. So before the show, Sami Zayn was found backstage, hung upside down by his feet, and Triple H thought it was Braun, went to Braun and said, "Get out of here." And so while Sami was at a medical facility, Braun, nowhere to be found, kicked out of the arena by Triple H. There was an open spot, but no one claimed that spot. The match started with 7 men in the match, and then just as Ali was on top of the ladder, everyone else down, no one around, here comes the pain. Brock Lesnar's music hits, and Brock Lesnar just comes, knocks Ali off the ladder, and becomes your 2019 Mr. Money in the Bank. Yep, Brock Lesnar is your Money in the Bank winner. And that is why I had Kofi Kingston and Brock as the gameplay before. Brock just destroyed me because I wasn't really paying attention, but yeah. Brock Lesnar is Mr. Money in the Bank. Not the right decision. Everyone's not happy. And yeah, this match could have been used to elevate someone like Ricochet, Ali, into the main event picture. Andrade, who I predicted, and I think he still should have won. Could have cemented guys like Balor and Drew as main eventers, but no, they go to the well once again with Brock Lesnar. And the reason they keep doing this is because, oh, we want ratings. But he's not going to show up half the time, so why don't you use the Money in the Bank to actually elevate someone into the main event scene and create a new star, create a new main eventer who will eventually be able to draw in ratings. This, like, we all know he's going to cash in on Kofi and go into as the WWE champion into the new Fox deal, because Fox want ratings. Fox want Brock Lesnar. Like, no, this isn't going to work. Brock's going to win the title. He's going to no show for 6 months. He's then going to, I don't know, he's going to beat someone again, hold the title for another 6 months and not show up. Maybe then he'll probably lose it to Roman. Like, no, it's not the right way to go. I don't really know what to say. I think that we messed up by having Brock Lesnar win. Instead of relying on guys like Brock Lesnar, you should be trying to use Money in the Bank to elevate a guy like Andrade, a guy like Ricochet, who, like, the two of them, us, like, hardcore fans, we know how good they are. We know how good they can be. Show the world. Let them show the world. Let them show the casual fans how good they can be. Book them in, like, strong storylines. Let them go out there and have fantastic matches. Like, I don't know. I did like the ending though, because other than what I've said, no one's seen this coming. No one, if you asked anyone going into this who would win the Money in the Bank ladder match, no one would have said Brock Lesnar. And it was pretty funny seeing someone the size of Brock Lesnar trying to climb on the ladders. I must admit that. But yeah, I'm not happy with Brock winning. But, you know, other than that, that match was fantastic. That's the only thing that let that match down, in my opinion. And I don't think I'd minded as much if he actually took part in the ladder match. If he had been out there from the bell ring and not just ran out, climbed the ladder and won, maybe I'd be changing. Like, maybe, just maybe, I might have said different. That is another thing that I hated. Like, that spot with Finn Balor. Balor got slammed on his back onto ladders about 10 times in that match. Like, he bounced off a ladder back onto the ladder. Like, he took some nasty bumps. Everyone in this match took nasty bumps. And Brock then just, like, they took they shortened their careers with the bumps they've taken. And then Brock just comes out and climbs the ladder. But, yeah, I don't know what to say. Also, they announced that tonight on Raw, Mick Foley will be announcing a new title, and because it's Foley, I'm pretty sure it's going to be a hardcore title, and everyone in the world is pretty much predicting it's going to be the new hardcore title, which hopefully it is. It might add something interesting to WWE. But yeah, that is going to be it for my prediction, or my reaction, sorry, for the 2019 Money in the Bank event. If you did enjoy this video, hit that like button. Let me know in the comment section below what you thought of the event and what you think of Brock Lesnar as Mr. Beast in the Bank. Subscribe if you're not already, and I will see you in the next one.